Hey guys, Hey guys, what's going on? It's Expeditions with Matt, and I'm here for my second vlog of the summer. So you might be able to tell I'm in a bit of a better mood than I was last night, and it should become quickly apparent why. So nothing has really changed here. Today was actually my brother's graduation from Purdue. He now has a master's degree in business management, so I'm quite proud of him. Except the graduation ceremony was incredibly long and dull. I had to sit through like just too many PhD students not to take away their hard work, because I can't even imagine writing your dissertation or whatever it's called. The biggest problem I had with it is the people that really want to cheer loudly for their students or for their siblings or whatever. And I understand their excitement, especially for the PhD students, because they've worked all their, since kindergarten. Maybe not since kindergarten, since they probably didn't know what they were doing, but at least high school, they've put a lot of focus and work into rising through classes, getting their work done, and being determined. But there's hundreds and hundreds, maybe even 1,000 people there. I don't know how many people fit in. Well, let's find out. Purdue University Elliott Hall capacity 6,005. Oh. That 5 bothers me somehow. But anyway, there could be 6,000. Oh wait, no, that would be including the students. So, but anyway, there's some thousand number of parents and siblings there that they want to hear their students recognized too, and hearing all kinds of whooping and hollering, it gets excessive. I think every person should have the right to cheer for maybe 5 seconds. And then, after everyone is done, everyone has the right to cheer and whoop and holler and do whatever. Because, it's a group crowd. The celebration, the feeling that you've achieved something would become most apparent when you hear thousands of other voices congratulating you and your colleagues, or not your colleagues, your peers, since you're not working. I'd also like to maybe talk about President Mitch Daniels' speech. He talked about, creating tribalism, was how he described it in today's America, and how we've lost a lot of faith in institutions like government, businesses, any form of education, things like that. And then there was some generic crap about how you are the hope for the future, blah, blah, blah. But I really liked what he talked about tribalism, because it's something I can deeply relate to. I don't encourage tribalism, and maybe I should explain what tribalism is. So it's just isolating yourself from other opinions and beliefs. So maybe you believe that, I don't know, you put the milk in and then you put the tea in. Or you put the tea in or then you put the milk in. Or maybe you don't put anything in the tea. I am in the you don't put anything in the tea party. You drink it straight. Yeah, you just suck the tea bag or the tea leaves. You don't even add water. That's what I'm in. No, I add water. Now shut up. talking about Fat 32. It's thrilling conversations, I know. But what President Daniels seemed to imply is that the universities never install a sense of tribalism, and that's something I really want to disagree with. So I go, as you probably know, I go to the College of Worcester, and let's pull up the link to this. It doesn't matter. You can probably imagine it for yourself. If you take a look at the groups of student organizations, and you throw out ones that are like the golf club and the cheerleading club and the salamander squad, yeah, that is a real thing, the salamander squad. You throw out all the groups that don't have anything to do with identity. So like the queer students, or the queer students of color, or the men of Harambe, which are basically black men, or blank types of people. You may notice that there isn't like a white male group for obvious reasons, because if you tried to make the white male student union, you would have a bunch of people knocking down your door saying either shut up bigot, or here, take your burning cross, crap like that. And I'm not saying that all white men belong to some extremist organization. I don't want to encourage that, because I don't want myself looking bad as a white male. But my point was that there weren't groups for just people that don't care much about their identity. Like, there's no straight people group. There's no I don't care about which types of people I want to have sex with group. There isn't a I don't really care about my race, it's just the color of my skin group. And that's not even talking about what the college itself is doing. I'm not really in a position to talk about how colleges install tribalism, because I haven't taken any classes that really seem to encourage it. But I can tell you that there is a sense of tribalism at Worcester. And it becomes pretty evident just walking around day in and day out, and you'll start to see reoccurring patterns. The most prevalent one is how students arrange themselves in the cafeteria. You may have seen stuff like this. It's called modern day segregation or something, that all the black kids sit at one table by choice, and that's somehow a form of segregation. I don't think it is, because unless you're getting assigned seats, and I haven't gotten assigned lunch seats since like elementary school when I was in a Catholic school, I don't think it's any form of segregation. It's just human instinct to stay with people you're familiar with. And that is kind of the very foundation of tribalism. So you'll see like all the sports people like to sit together. And that makes sense, because all the sports people come in at once after practice. Or they go in right before a meet and then they go off. Stuff like that. Or giant groups of girls that just have, I don't know, girls like to hang out in mobs. Don't ask me, I don't understand. I don't really like sitting in groups that much at lunch, or any time of day while I'm eating. I find it awkward trying to talk to someone while I'm eating. Excuse me. So that's why I don't, sometimes I sit with my friends, but most of the time I sit alone. Other times you can see, like in the library, study sessions where, you know, everyone has similar stickers on their laptop. And I'm not trying to build a character based solely on the stickers on your laptop, or sometimes on your water bottle, or maybe you wear a pin on your backpack or something. However, you can see trends amongst the sticker crowd. So, I don't have any stickers on my laptop. I have thought about getting some stickers for like some memes and stuff, but I've never gotten around to it, mostly because I don't want to spend $3 per sticker. It just seems like a waste of money. But you will see trends. You'll see a lot of resist stickers. You'll see a lot of, I guess this one isn't, or is more reasonable, the city or the state or some sort of flag, that sort of thing. Or you'll see put the fem in STEM, or ask me about my political agenda. And I'm perfectly fine with you running around with your stickers, because my stickers wouldn't be any more important than yours. But when you see these groups of stickers clustering together, you start to think that maybe the students are forming echo chambers. So I don't really have any examples, because I'm not going around taking pictures of these people. That's probably something that would get me kicked out, since, that's not cool. But if you go to a college and you just walk around the library or the cafeteria or common areas, you will see that these clusters form. And this isn't unique to college. This isn't unique to liberal arts. This isn't unique to 21st century America. This is human tendencies at their most primal level, is basing yourself around other people. So, what do we do about that? How do we avoid tribalism? And how do we distinguish being with people that are similar to us as just being comfortable or being harmful? And I don't have an easy answer for that. However, if we feel that it's comfortable to group people into these sort of categories, if you notice a reoccurring trend enough that, like, just these groups are forming everywhere. If it was isolated incidents, it would be stereotyping. And I'm not looking like at the factors of anything on their person. I'm just looking at the stickers on their laptop and on their water bottle. I've thought about, like, as kind of a test, to collect all the laptops and water bottles on campus. Obviously that wouldn't happen, but it's just a thought experiment. And this would work especially well on a larger university where there's thousands and thousands of students. So you collect all the laptops, the water bottles, anything that has stickers in personal art and political messages and anything. You just collect all of them, and you start sorting them, and you start tagging them. Let's see, all the what are my pronouns stickers, put them together. All the people from China, you put them in another group. All the people who don't have stickers, like myself, put them in another group. People who advertise, I think of it as advertising, some sort of product like Nike or Coke or something that they love, that they just feel compelled to put that logo on their computer. And I want to look at the distribution of these groups. And then, like, the distribution, how many of them are on campus? Where do they socialize on campus? Where do they go? And maybe just make some observations. I don't suggest trying this yourself, because I don't support you stealing other people's stuff, even if it's in the name of science, just discovering how these people are interacting with each other. I don't want you going out and stealing stuff. And I don't want you going out and grouping people, because I haven't made any assumptions about them. I keep those to myself. You can ask what those assumptions are, but I'm not putting them in the video. I'm just here for you to make your own decisions. Because it's rude to say that, all the people who wear blue hair, since no one has blue hair, you have to dye your hair blue. Everyone who dyes their hair blue must be doing it for attention. That's a pretty generalized statement. What would be better is to group all of the people, like physically group together all of the people who have dyed their hair blue, and then make observations on them, and not about political opinions. You could do those, anything that's subjective. But I'm looking more at objective things you can observe on their person, on their stuff, without even having to ask them a question. That's the stuff that it's okay to do. Because it's not, I don't think it can be offensive to just say, these two people wear glasses, or these two people have hair down to their ears, or those people have giant earrings. It's not stereotyping, and it's not tribalism either. I really went off topic, didn't I? But one reason that I liked the speech was that it didn't point fingers at anybody. Even if you are only partially aware of, what's going on in the current world, it's pretty hard to have a conversation without blaming fingers at Trump or Russia or, I don't know, any hot button topic, buzzword, whatever you want to call it. And I don't like finger pointing, because everyone pointing fingers at each other is not effective. It doesn't do anything. This is really going off topic. I'm going to talk about something else. About my summer and how things have changed since yesterday. So driving home from Purdue, I talked with my parents, and they came up with the idea of having me work around the house. As you can probably tell, this place needs a lot of work, and this is just the basement. There's 2 other floors, a shed, and the detached garage, and the yard, and all of that. There's all of that to be done. So they've offered me to work for them over the summer, since they have finally realized what I've been trying to tell them all along. I'm going to have a lot of trouble getting a summer job when I'm only really available for 8 weeks of the summer, and there is a 6-week break between the first section and the second. So they finally figured that out, so congratulations. You have realized what I realized on day 1, and I've tried to tell you since then. And I like being paid $10 an hour instead of minimum wage. I had actually thought of something similar, helping my mom do her furniture business for the summer, and I was going to suggest that to her when she brought up the working around the house. And that will help me put the things that I want to do to the house into action. Because obviously, I don't like living in this mess. It's really stressing me out, not knowing where all of my stuff is. I'm not happy with not having my stuff, my desktop, and everything set up. I'm probably going to start working on that tomorrow and Sunday, because I won't be going anywhere, trying to get this place a little less hectic each day. And my parents said that they want me to work maybe 30 hours a week. So 24, I can't math. 24 times 7 is 168. divided by 30. I don't even know why that would help me. Okay, that's what I wanted. 30 divided by 168. So about 18% of the week would be spent working. And that's rounded up a little bit. It's really 17.857, blah, blah, blah. I'll let you punch that into a calculator yourself. But obviously, I don't want to spend the whole summer here. It's actually a little bit depressing down here that there aren't any windows. It could be, well, granted that people will be coming downstairs since there's nowhere else to hang out in the house. When the house is completed, it could be 2 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and all the lights would still be off. I wouldn't know what time it is unless I looked at a clock because there's no windows in here. And I see that as a slight problem in me sleeping in. And also, because it's so messy and so chaotic, I want to get outside and do things. Obviously, I am planning to do more exploring with my friends, doing vlogs while going out for a walk or for a bike ride. I was intending to do tonight's vlog while going out for a walk, but by the time I got home, it was too dark outside, and the lights on our porches and stuff aren't working, because they're wired to the first floor, and the first floor is, you know, completely gutted and being redone from the ground up. So, unless I wanted to be walking around the neighborhood at night, just apparently talking to myself, I think I'd rather stay downstairs. Somewhere around here I have my camera. I don't actually know where it is, but I will look for it. And I'm hoping to go out and explore maybe at least once a week, or once every 2 weeks. It might be a little bit far-fetched, but I'm tired of being stuck on campus. I know that I'm able to walk around, get off campus, but maybe I just didn't take that opportunity. I barely took that opportunity this semester. I just felt so busy. So I need to dig my bike out of wherever it is. I don't even know where my bike is. Find my camera and get a hold of my friend Autumn to start exploring again. I'm really excited to take the GoPro to these different places because there's only so much I can tell you in words or just the actual photos, because some of these places you really have to be there to experience them. One other thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be starting kind of like another off series, and it's just going to be rides in the car. I know some people just find it relaxing to watch car rides or hear the noises of the car and driving down the road. And I've done my first one today. I didn't remember to bring the suction cup thing that you mount to your car. So I improvised, and it wasn't a great solution because the camera was a little crooked and it was facing directly out the window instead of at an angle, so the perspective is kind of strange. But whatever, I'll learn and get it right the next time, or the 3rd time, or the 26th time. Anyway, I just thought I'd share the thoughts that are on my mind. Obviously, I'm doing better than I was last night. I'm feeling more confident about how this summer is going to go and what my channel is going to be looking like for this summer. So I'm going to say this now because I haven't formally announced it on my channel, is that I have a Discord server that I highly encourage you to join. It is a joint server for both my meme wall and my YouTube channel. Basically, no one has joined because of my YouTube channel, since I've been inactive for the past few weeks trying to make it through the rest of the school year. But now it is, obviously I'm going to be starting to make videos again. So you can enjoy it for the memes, you can enjoy it for other things, you can just use it to follow my uploads. And that's really about it. I will put the link to the Discord in the description of this video, and I will put the link to the first of those car videos once it is up. It's quite a large video, and until I can get a copy of Sony Vegas onto my desktop, rendering is pretty slow on here. So you can expect the driving video to be up sometime tonight or in the morning. And again, I will have the link to that in the description of this video, as well to the link to my Discord channel, set to that it won't expire, in the description of this video. So that's about it. That's all that I had on my mind. I kind of rambled a bit about tribalism in college and differences and blah blah blah. I might do a more formal video on that another time, but I would have to write out a script, or at least notes for me to follow, so I don't end up rambling. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll let you know what's going on here. Maybe next time I'll be heading out. But until then, stay cool. Bye guys.